the news, and the channel says real salvation. Real salvation, not watered down Joel Osteen lies. Real salvation. End time watchman and warner. I didn't say prophet or anything like that, but real salvation here. Okay, so we have Keith Brooks. After news is a coward, let's find out. And then below here we have James Sinke. I'm just saying you're doing a good job, James Sinke. Awesome job. And I see you, man, and I feel you. Crystal Torres, you're doing an awesome job. Haven't heard from you, but you're doing an awesome job. And then again, here, we're here to bring salvation. We can't bring salvation when there's a lie, when there's something that we refuse to talk about. Everything secret is going to be revealed by fire. So let's have no secrets, because we not all trying to do the fire. It's some people, and I believe James Sinke right here and Crystal Torres, they want to save themselves. They want to save themselves. And so, they pay attention. There's more than that. I can't mention everybody and find everybody online, but those I found right off the bat. And so we got to get to the ugly truth. And just like I said, I'm an equal opportunist. If some GMS or anybody else, Black Hebrew Rights, I don't care who they are, they jump up and they lie, I will get all over them. You know what I mean? And I've used mean, derogatory words, because it is a fight. Truth and lies. The lies is going to get everybody sent to hell. We have to stop the lie. And so we have the genealogy of mankind and beasts. It's right there in the Bible for everybody to see. They can look it up themselves and find out who's related to who and the bloodline. So we have the bloodline of mankind. It's going to start with Adam and Eve. Abel got killed. It goes to Seth next. And then it goes all the way down to Methuselah, Noah, Shem, Noah's son, to Terah, Abraham's daddy, to Abraham, Moses, all the way to the Hebrews. So we are directly related to Adam. And then you got the son of Satan that came through Eve. Cain is not Adam's child. Cain is Satan's child. So Cain is a beast. Eve is able to have both man and beast. Two nations is in the womb. Esau, right? And Jacob. Man and beast. Right? So the beast is traced all the way down to what? The Edomites. And this can be found in Wikipedia and, other biblical sites all online. If you want to know, which you are. And so we got Cain going out from the presence of the Lord after he killed his brother and dwelt in the land of Nod, east of Eden. And that's where the Gentiles, the beasts of the field, live. And guess what he did? He bred with them and had those children. He bred with the beasts of the field. He created more Nephilim and Gentiles. 1 John 3:12. Don't be like Cain, who belonged to the devil. He was not Abel's son and murdered his own brother. Why did he murder him? He did it because his brother was good and he was evil. Right? And so we'll go to the bloodline. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, which is the white man, which is the Gentile. Right? And so you only learned the beast of the earth was the Gentile through Rap the News. Nobody else is preaching that because they didn't know. And the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good, because God made it for his use. And God said, let us make man in our image. So what? The white man was created before the black man. The white man is a jinn. It's no crime to be a jinn. It's just a crime to disobey God. It's no crime to be a white man. It's just a crime to disobey God. It's no crime to be a devil. It's just a crime to disobey God. If the devils would do what God said, you think God is going to throw them in hell just because they devils? It's not the kind of God we serve. God is looking, and God created everything for his purpose, to serve him. That's it. And everything has to serve God the way that God tell you to serve him. Right? And so God states that we are a peculiar people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord has chosen us to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations. Above all the nations, the Gentiles that are upon the earth. And we'll go to here. Daniel 7:12. And concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season. So what happened to the Gentile? It says that God created man in his image, and God created him male and female. He created them. And he blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over everything that moveth upon the earth. That's even the Gentiles. So the Gentiles, the beasts of the field, the white man got his dominion taken away, and their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. Time of the Gentiles, time of Satan. And then Hosea 2:18, in that day I will make a covenant for them, with them, or for them, with the beasts of the field. You don't make covenants with animals. But that's what the white man is referred to in the Bible, in the Torah, as an animal. A wild animal. And that is no lie. You know, it is not nothing that Rap the News is saying. We have to all learn what we are for salvation. We are all, end of the day, servants of God. Every last one of them. Us is servants of God. Both man and beast. Daniel 7:17, for the four great beasts of four kings that will rise from the earth. And the devils is going to talk to the four kings, and they're going to start that nuclear war. And that was going to be my next topic, but people keep saying, we're not the beast, we're not the beast. You are the beast. Daniel 7:23 is tiresome. I think I'm done with it. The fourth beast is the fourth kingdom that will appear on the earth. You know, unless somebody just really want to press it. So, beast is appearing on the earth. And I say it again to simplify it. There is man, there is Gentile, which is jinn, and there are angels. These are the three intelligent beings. The Gentiles have four different kinds. The jinn has four different races in their nationality, I guess. You know, and so four great beasts, four different kinds, four kingdoms. They deal in four. Leviticus 26:22. And I will also send wild beasts among you. And the beast is the wicked servant, the crooked servant, the heathen. They got all different types of names. And who knows if the Gentiles changed and made all these names to confuse everybody, to hide himself. That's what I believe. Which shall rob you of your children. So it ain't, like I said in the other video, a pack of wild monkeys is grabbing your kids and running down the street with them. Damn them monkeys, right? And destroy your cattle. Bunch of monkeys with knives and shotguns shooting cows. No, these are white men. And make you few in number. These are Gentiles. And your highways shall be desolate. So we know who made our highways desolate. We know who trampled down Jerusalem. The Gentiles trampled down Jerusalem. Right? Deuteronomy 4:27, and the Lord shall scatter you among the Gentiles, and you shall be left few in number among the heathen. So now you're saying Gentile and heathen in the same breath, but you're talking about the same being. Whether the Lord shall lead you. So where did he lead us? To the transatlantic slave trade, the European nations to be slaves, right? Because we disobeyed them and followed the gods of the heathens. Went a whoring after the Gentiles, like he said. And guess what happened? Now we in slavery. And we at the end. So everybody need to find their salvation. And then I'll probably end it on this. Revelation 13:5. New Living Translation. Then the beast was allowed to speak great blasphemies against God. It ain't nothing but white man. And he was given authority to do whatever he wanted for 42 months. So we had the authority first. And then because we transgressed, he gave that authority to the beast, which is the white man, which is the Gentile, which is the heathen. Revelations 11:2. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. Right. And the holy city shall they tread under foot. So they trampled Jerusalem for 42 months. Wait a minute. I thought the beast was doing something in 42 months. 42 months. So that's their time. And who knows what 42 months means, you know? And so, let the people serve thee and the nations bow down to you. This is a commandment of God. That the Gentiles, the jinn, have to bow down to man. Proverbs 14:19. The evil have to bow down before the good, the wicked at the gates of the righteous. When God created you, he made you crooked. You know, and then he gave you a command. Bow down to man. He giving you this command right here. Gentiles, jinn, bow down to man. We have to subdue you and take your dominion on this earth. We will make the synagogue of Satan, those Jewish over there pretending to be us, where God said we'll never see the land again. How they over there? They're not even real. He'll make them come worship at our feet. And why? Because they have had a perpetual hatred. And then other verses said an ancient hatred, meaning all the way back to the time that man was being fashioned and formed by God. Satan was sitting there hating you the whole time. You know, and then he definitely hated you when God told him to bow down and he gave you dominion and told you to subdue them. He hated us for that. And it's the same thing is happening. You blame and rap the news. Blame God. Go to God and tell him that you don't like what he's doing. Instead of being mad at the black man and hating the black man, we're a new creation. And then God said he's going to destroy all the wicked off the land. Here's where I'm trying to help you out, Gentile, white man, whatever you want to be called. Bill, that I may cut off the wicked doers from the city of the Lord. You guys are going to all be destroyed if you don't bow down and surrender to however God told you to do. I'm not getting. If you bow to me, I would move out the way. You know what I mean? I don't need no praise. You know. Jeremiah 49:10. But I will strip bare the land of Edom. That's all white people. And there will be no place left to hide for his children, his brothers, his neighbors, and his neighbors will all be destroyed. So all of y'all are going to be destroyed, and Edom itself will be no more. When God say destroyed, you're going down to hell for eternity. I don't want you to be there. You don't want you to be there. And at the end of the day, like I said, we're all servants. I'm not here to be racist to you. I get nothing out. I'm not gloating or beating my chest about nothing. I have to worry about my own salvation just like you do. If I'm disobedient to my Lord, I'll go to hell just like you. Hell is going to be filled with men and Gentile. Right? So, you know, the majority of the people is going to be fuel for the fire. And I want you to listen to this. And I ended on this. Said I was going to end it before I ended on this. God is coming back to pick up a remnant from his people. Just a handful of people. Guess what's going to happen to the rest? Fired. They're going to meet the fire. They don't know. All them camps, them Israelite camps, all them black Gentiles, they're going to meet the fire. Guess what's going to happen to the whites? God is going to destroy all the whites. And he's going to leave a remnant. A remnant. A handful of whites. And guess what they're going to have to do? Be in captivity. It can't be helped. This is how God wants it. Who is going to beat God? Nobody. And that's why the next video was going to be that the white man is going to try to fight God when he arrives. What are you thinking they making this big Hadron Collider CERN thing for? And all these big weapons and these defense systems to fight off the meteorites and everything that's coming. They're going to make an attempt to fight God. It's insanity, but it's in the Bible that in the end time that all of these nations is going to try to go up against God. And he's going to put them all to flight. It's crazy. And then I said, if you're a Gentile, save yourself. God said he's going to bless the Gentiles who bless us. Watch. God is going to come back and destroy all pride, whether you black, white, yellow, green, and brown. Lose the pride, man. Let's wrap the news.